When did you start getting into music, or when did you know that you wanted to do music?
Man, should I be looking where you were, or should I actually look at you?
No, you can look at me.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm over here like fake looking. Anyways, music it's medicine. It's healing. I think it was medicine for me. So music is medicine. It's also like a journal, a diary, a therapist, place of solace, and the place where I feel most free.
So being a dad who makes music is kind of a trip out, because when your daughters or child discovers that you do music, to them, you're the only musician in the world. She actually became a fan of one of my songs, Don't I? She requested that song over and over. Anytime we got in the car, she would say, "Daddy, I want to hear Don't I?" I remember one time I went to pick her up from daycare, and the teacher kept saying, "Can you play my dad's song? Can you play my dad's song?" Because there was a time when they were all playing music, and I guess the kids were requesting what song they wanted to hear. I felt embarrassed because I'm here trying to go and put on this, I'm a dad at daycare all the time. And now it feels like the teachers know that I'm an inspiring musician. And that doesn't always look the greatest when I go to pick them up. But I will tell you something I'm not embarrassed about is that's a fire song, because it's just a song they ain't heard yet. Now they do. Also, tomorrow's my birthday. So if you're watching this, I need you guys to come wish me happy birthday. Actually, put it in the comments. Let's do that.
I was mainly a basketball player, and I tore my ACL my senior season. I was depressed, and I didn't know I was depressed. But I spent my whole senior year, the second half of my senior year, in my room. At the end of the year, I did this talent show, and one of the judges was MC Hammer.
It's Jonathan Singletary, aka J Sing. I'm 17-year-old, and I go to Bellarmine as well. And tonight we're gonna be performing "Why Can't We Be."
Started out playing on the piano, then the record dropped, and I did my song, just dancing and all that. And we won the talent show, and that was probably the first moment that I was like, oh, I have something here. Like, people are really responding to what I create. I was pop locking in my like size 36 jeans, way too big. I was like 150 pounds or something.
Please tell me you have a video.
Oh, there's a video on YouTube, dog. There's a whole video. There's a whole video. Let the people see it. It's hilarious. It should be embarrassing, but for me, I'm like, I love that I was just like out there going for it. And yeah, I think that was like the start of like, oh yeah, you love this and you got something here. So
You always have like these like very soulful ideas. with the piano and prayer, and you just have these like really good-hearted things that you come up with. The world needs more Jonathans.
We need more you too, bro.
Hey man,
you the one with the
When I was posting this one, I was like, oh yeah, like you posted one recently for Shan.
Oh yeah.
And he lays on that. It was like,
Oh yeah, I set the bar. So, anybody out there who's married and has to go to the husband play dates, and y'all know what I'm talking about if you're married, is when the wife gets a friend who is married and has kids, and then the husbands are forced to go to this hangout and meet each other, which is cool. I'm totally down with that. Like, it's awesome, but I've been on a few before, and the dudes was not it. Like, we just didn't connect. We weren't the same person. Don't get me wrong, they're great fathers and great husbands. I give them that. Like, I'm all for that. But yes, on the surface, me and Jonathan had a lot in common. You know, we had the wives, very successful wives. We had 2 children. We both did music. And everything on the surface was great, but the real truth of the matter, I really connected with him because of his soul. Like, he's a very soulful dude. He's always thinking about others and always having like these little things. Like, he started this piano and prayer where he goes lives and just prays for the people in his live. And he, you know, he's doing this thing on every Friday where he shouts out the person who is, you know, that he cares about and wants other people to recognize. And everything that he does is like always forward shifting. And so we just really connected. Like, he's a really good dude, and I'm really glad I went to that husband hangout because now we locked in.
man, I got into music professionally somewhat late. Like, I was in my mid-20s. I was deep into a PhD program in immunology and sciences. And I realized I was just really unhappy with what I was doing. And so the only thing I really knew from that point was I didn't want to do something for the rest of my life that I didn't love. I had this vision of like having kids in the future and not being able to authentically encourage my kids to go for what they believed in and to follow their passion. And I felt like I owed it to myself and my future self, my future family, whatever it might be, to try. It's a lifeline for me. It's what makes me feel alive. So if I want to show up as a friend, as a partner, as anything else, I need to be doing music.
I remember I told you I was gonna try to like record to it before you got here.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm gonna go in and just kind of mess around and see what happens. So one of my favorite things about making music is the ability to not have to think so hard before I go into the booth. I feel like when I think about what I want to say on a record before I go into the booth, it starts to come out kind of contrived and like formulaic. When I don't think about anything and I just go into the booth and think about how I feel, how does this beat make me feel? How does this instrumental make me feel? And just make noises. Sometimes it's gibberish. Sometimes there is words in there, but most of the times it sounds like a baby goo goo gaga and all over a track.
I'm just trying to make sure you don't tear away. Probably ain't for me to tear away. Something tell you like you shouldn't care away. Now I gotta focus on the tear away.
It's kind of like me doing a painting. And if somebody looks at what I just said and can't really make meaning out of it, then like it's just not for you. The painting is not for you. But if I come out of the booth and the artist is like, it sounds like you're saying this and it sounds like you're doing this, and then they go off on their own rabbit hole to find the song, I just felt like I gave them a pathway kind of thing. I inspired them in some kind of way.
Told you it's that best song, and then the best song, like these in the best song. Speaking of that
Some of my favorite artists, they use that technique, and I think it's because they're trying to get out of their own way. They're trying to just let the song tell them what it's about. And you know, Frank Ocean does it really well. I remember in high school, one of my favorite songs was literally called Gibberish by Ryan Leslie, where the whole song is a scat. He never went back and changed it. He just left it as the scat. And I always thought that was so cool because the person listening now has the ability to like put their own meaning to the song. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, there's some of my songs where people are like, what are you talking about? And a lot of the times it's because I left the scat in. There's just something magical about it. There's something that I was emoting, the emotion that was coming out of me was just not repeatable. And I thought that the person feeling what I'm saying was more important than me putting words to what I was saying. The way I'm thinking, like in my head when I was in there, I don't know exactly what the topic is, but it's all right kept coming in my head. Right. I don't know why holding on to something was coming out, but whatever it is, it's all right.
Man, well, I'll tell you, you asked how everything's going. I'll tell you some crazy news. Everything's cool. Kind of. When you're tapping into music, like no matter your religious, spiritual beliefs, I feel like you're tapping into something spiritual and divine. So things start happening when you follow that spirit. Like Music Mondays, me coming and doing this session with Jared, happened to align at this moment when it was like my wife and I were going through something, or we're dealing with something, some news that was difficult, that was super challenging, and specifically she was dealing with something challenging.
I think it hit harder for me because I understood what Elaine means to him. We've been friends with him for a minute, and I remember Elaine was out of town. He came with the kids. Me and him were hanging out, and there would be times where I would just like kind of catch him off to the side, giggling, laughing on the phone, and I'm like, is he on the song? Is he on the phone with a side chick? Like, why is he doing it so secretly? Come to find out, no, he's on the phone with Elaine. They built a life together where I know that he finds meaning out of life because of their relationship. I think that today was pretty therapeutic for him. Because as soon as he went in the booth, like, you could feel the emotion off of him. How does your vocals sound now that we dialed something in? I'll let you let me know.
You said, how does it sound?
It was Does it sound like it's one of those sessions that I was so grateful for. Like I said, music is medicine. It was healing for me. It was therapeutic for me. It was emotional for me to be able to like express the things that I'm feeling. It delivers in a way that I probably don't even know how to all the time. Like how much I want her to know she's not alone in anything that she's going through. And that I'm not just, the baby daddy, I'm not just husband. I'm your friend, I'm her partner, my heart is hers. Like I got you through whatever you're going through. And I hope it resonates with other people as well, but it is super, super personal and timely and specific for kind of the season that she's in and that we're in together.
Even when you feel alone, girl, I'm there. Even when you lose control, don't be scared. Whatever you're going through, I'm there. All of the love, all of the
I'm here, it was just the most simple phrase to say, because I do feel like we as human beings, no matter what we're going through, almost more than the thing we're going through is like the feeling of being alone in a challenge or a trial, tribulation, whatever it is the worst thing.
That's a hard one. That to me is the hook, bro. That's definitely. So we were going through 43. All of our scats and trying to figure out what are the words to this scat and what we were feeling. And so I just told him, well, what if you pull your guitar out? It's another layer of instrument. It's another layer of expression. Maybe you're going to find more freedom in the music to kind of say what you're actually feeling. And so he pulled his guitar out and started jamming.
Back there or should I?
Hey. Hey, that's hard.
I have been getting more and more in touch with the reality that music historically, before like the last, I don't know, couple hundred years, has always been this thing that people did in community and like in gatherings, so kind of like church, but also even before organized religion in that sense, like there were the town storytellers, the town criers, the shamans. They used music as part of spiritual experiences, and it was revered, but they weren't selling it. They were creating it for the benefit of the community. And that, I think, is why there are so many tortured artists, because the industry comes and now we're like, we have this gift, and I believe it's a God-given gift to create music. And we tap into the spiritual, we tap into other realms, we tell stories, we call in ancestral energy and vibration. And you're taking all of that meaning and you're like, all right, now how can you make money? And that conflict is kind of torture. Like, this thing, it's so pure. Maybe it's really supposed to be created to be shared in community. Like, let's gather and let's enjoy this together. Let's create these vibrations together. Let's sing these songs together so that we can heal together. Because that's what I think music is for.
Hey, what do you think of those cookies, though?
I mean,
You know,
I had them.
you know,
I grew up.
You not rocking with them?
I think it's Costco cookies. You can bake them. They're really good.
I'm a new member to Costco, okay? I'm in the cult now.
They're really good because they are made of chemicals and crack. So it's like they got a recipe and they last forever. They never go bad.
The Sprouts ones,
the vegan, the Sprouts vegan chocolate chip.
They hit. What's up with
Those
those?
are gone, dude. Those are, my kids eat them. I'm like eating 3 of them with milk, with like cold milk. Done.
Oh, and then you only, the thing about those ones, because they come in a cardboard box, so you have to eat them the first 2 days, or they're not good anymore. You have to kill them off.
Or you just wrap them up.
Or you put them in another container. You can do that. Yeah, that you can do that.
Jared's using whatever excuse he can. And this, I have to. They're in a cardboard box, guys. They're gonna go bad.
Everybody eat them, right? You know, I think there's a time when artists make a song for somebody else, and the waters get kind of muddy because they're like making the song knowing that other people are gonna hear it, so they're trying to like make it for that person while also making it for the other people who are hearing it, and it kind of loses its value, or it's like closeness to that artist. Whereas I feel like with this song, it was like only for his wife. It wasn't for anybody else. I think that's what Music Mondays was made for.
Yeah, Jared out here setting bars with his videos and his love words. Be like, He let me watch. She'd be like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it. I know it's good. I know." She's like, hit me like with the look, like, "Why don't you ever say stuff like that about me?" Like, I'm writing songs. You don't listen to songs. Listen to the lyrics. It's basically that.
I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah, man.
So every artist, I get a little snippet of, like, so True. He shared how when he was like super little, he used to love Michael Jackson and he used to like put on the Michael Jackson hat and like made a glove.
Yeah, yeah.